So when you think about crenellations in 10x, you mostly think about massive range being added to your castles. That and cool battlements. But you don't really think about the second aspect of the tech, which adds firepower to your infantry when garrisoned. But that was in the past. Crenellations was changed recently, and I'm here to argue that garrisoning infantry might be a great play. Here's why. We first have to understand how crenellation worked before. It used to simply be extra range to castle, and infantry would increase the garrison firepower by the same amount as a garrison villager, which is 2.5. Now though, the range portion of the tech is the same, but the garrison aspect is now moddable. It is no longer an on-off switch for infantry garrison, meaning that instead of adding a meager 2.5 DPS to a garrison building, we're now adding 10 times that amount, so 25 DPS. That's all well and good, but it could be hard to understand how strong this change really is, so we'll have to run some tests. To give you a quick idea, adding 25 DPS would be like having an archer with 50 damage garrisoning inside a building and adding the corresponding amount of arrows. And now that's where it all comes together. Teutons have two great civ bonus that interact directly with the amount of garrisonable units and thus the amount of total projectile of these buildings. They have 100 extra garrison capacity for their town centers and 40 more for their towers. So you no longer have the limit of 5 arrows for a tower and can now go up to 45 total projectiles. For comparison, the Japanese Yasama tech adds 20 arrows, so we're doubling that. The downside, of course, is that you have to garrison your units to gain these extra arrows, but you'll be surprised by how little you need to actually garrison to get them. And remember, this is any infantry. A cheap halberdier will add as much as a champion or a Teutonic knight. So if we start testing with the castle, Teuton's bonuses do not give extra garrison capacity to it, but Crenellation gives a fully upgraded castle a range of 40. And to get the maximum amount of arrows, you only need to garrison 5 infantry. It shoots up to 20 projectiles at a rather small cost. That, combined with its range, just makes it very oppressing. Next up, the tower can go up to 44 extra projectiles, but it takes 13 infantry to reach the cap. It's a decent amount, but with only 5 or 6 infantry, you'd reach the same amount of arrows as a Yasama tower. Finally, we haven't talked about it much, but the town center also benefits from all this. It can gain an extra 60 arrows from simply garrisoning 10 infantry units. Due to its lower damage, it gains more arrows per garrison unit. If we pair this with Malian Stigui, we could have a total of 140 arrows from a single TC. Totally not excessive. That was a quick look at the new and improved Crenellation in 10x. It is situational, but I do think there is potential to pair this technology with some cheap infantry units to gain an edge, or simply because you want to blot out the sun with arrows. That's it for me. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.